show you what some of my favorite spices are and how I store them and organize them in my kitchen. So my favorite spices I store right here in this spice rack. On the top here I have my favorite spices I use all the time, and actually I use most of these all the time in my recipes. So on the top is things like cinnamon, salt, pepper, and garlic powder. And I like these jars because they have a pretty wide mouth that you can just put the teaspoon or the measuring spoon right in. And then down here I have minced onion, some Italian spices, and some dried parsley, and some onion powder. And these things, all of these you will notice are used in my recipes. I try not to go too crazy with the spices and, ask for spices that are expensive or really hard to find in the grocery store or whatnot. Just some basic general ones that really keep the recipe simple yet tasting really good. And then up here I have a spice rack that kind of turns. These are my less frequently used spices. I have things up here like poultry seasoning. I use that mainly in fall and winter. Cream of tartar, that just helps to get things to rise, and I use that pretty infrequently. Ginger, dill weed, I use that in a lot of my recipes with ranch. And then I have a little bit more commonly used things like cumin and chili powder. And then I have salt and pepper up here in little shakers for when I'm doing like eggs and stuff, because it's kind of hard to shake salt and pepper out of those, and you'll just dump it right into the recipe. And then some thyme, vanilla extract, paprika. So that's kind of what I keep up in here. And then I keep that along with all of my baking things. And this was just a way that I designed it in this new kitchen when we moved here, because I used to have, baking stuff everywhere. Keeping it all in one pantry, it makes it so much easier, because then you can just come over here and actually bring my bowl right here when I'm adding my dry stuff, and I'll just add everything, all the dry ingredients right here, and then maybe move over to my main island for the wet ingredients. So that just makes it a lot easier and organized and easier to find things. And then as far as other seasonings, like fresh seasonings like parsley, cilantro, and whatnot, I typically try to give you that as an optional ingredient, because I know that it's harder to keep fresh herbs on hand. But if you do have them, you can actually freeze them in ice cube trays and then pop them right into the recipe. So I hope that this helped and give you guys some new ideas on ways you can store and use your spices. If you have any more questions, you can email me, Katie at Dashing Dish. And I hope you guys are enjoying the new site. Have a wonderful day.